The spaghetti sauce is going to taste like it sat on the back of the stove and simmered all day long. Yet it's easy to fix, very, very tasty, quick, and nothing that you buy in the store can compare. I have about a pound of ground beef browning. I'm going to take that ground beef here in just a second and drain all the fat off of it. All right, I know this looks like a lot of green pepper, but trust me, once this cooks down, it's going to give it a good flavor, and you're not going to notice this pepper as much. Now, I'm going to turn this back on about a medium heat now that I have my vegetables, and I'm going to add probably about a tablespoon, maybe two, of a very good extra virgin olive oil. We find we love the flavor of the olive oil, especially in a pasta dish. Okay, I have my olive oil in my pot along with my vegetables and my ground beef. So the next thing I'm going to do is add in my spices. This is about probably maybe a half to 3/4 a cup of Heinz ketchup. I have some, this is the oregano. I have some Italian seasoning, and this is basil and salt. And of course, I'm going to add some cracked black pepper. All right, I'll be right back with you. Okay, as you can see, I now have my spices and the ketchup in here. So what I'm going to do on this medium heat is stir this so that it does not stick. I'll continue to stir it till my vegetables get good and done and tender. And in this pot, we have our pasta water that is a gentle boil. We'll turn it up so it's more of a rolling boil before we turn in and the pasta gets put in. And if you'll notice, it's very green. That comes from the basil that I added. As I stated, it's more like a basil tea. But remember, we want to layer flavors so that this dish is just over the top. And this is just a very good way to cook pasta. There's no oil, there's simply a little salt and about a tablespoon of ground basil. Maybe you don't like basil. If you don't, leave it out. My family loves it. All right, now you can see what my ground beef with my minced garlic, onions, and green peppers looks like. It has had before I started cooking it the second time, I added the tomato ketchup. It has the herbs, all the herbs that I gave you originally. And remember, the recipe will be at the end of this video. That's what it's going to look like. Okay, now it's time to add the star of this dish, and that's this quart of home canned plain tomatoes. These tomatoes were heirloom tomatoes that we grew out in the historic Cumberland homesteads. Okay, I've added the jar of tomatoes to the meat sauce, and at this point I'm going to start just putting just pure tomato paste. That I put in there is approximately a 12-ounce can of tomato paste. And I'm going to stir that in. I now have this on low, and we're just going to let it sit here and simmer while our pasta noodles are cooking. And trust me, it's going to taste like it has sat on the stove and simmered all day long. I just wish you could smell the onions, the peppers, the garlics, the spices, and the tomatoes. It's just a fantastic sauce. So it's time now to turn up the pasta water and get it boiling a little better. All right, let's taste this sauce. It's perfect. I don't need to add any more salt or any more pepper to it. Okay, it's time to add a little cheese to our spaghetti here. This is some Parmesan cheese, and I like mine cut in some pretty good size strips. The cheese will help make the spaghetti, as I keep saying, make it over the top. There we go. Okay, there it is. It's our finished product. The garlic bread smells wonderful that I fixed to go with it. I have my Parmesan cheese on top, and the spaghetti sauce is going to taste like it sat on the back of the stove and simmered all day long. Yet it's easy to fix, very, very tasty, quick, and nothing that you buy in the store can compare to homemade spaghetti sauce with ground beef. It is just, as I often say, awesome. Hope you guys have a great day. And if you've not already subscribed, we would appreciate you subscribing to our channel. The more subscribers we can get, the more we can continue to do. Thank you, and have a very blessed and great day.